Our mock drafting, baby. Mock drafting 2022. Let's go. We can talk a little Super Bowl. We can talk a little Odell Beckham Jr. ACL tear. What are we thinking is going to happen to this guy walking into 2022? Where are you drafting him? Will you draft him at all? We'll dig into that. But we are mock drafting 2022. The fantasy football 2022 season started really January 1 for the fantasy football show. What's up, Quintuple A in the building? But technically for a lot of other people, this is day one. This is day one of the new fantasy football season. And what better way to kick off day one for the casual? Because we're not casuals, we're 365. We start 2022 fantasy football on January 1. But what better way to start off for the less die-hard people than to do a mock draft? Let's go. Let's roll. I'm going to drop the link in a few seconds here. File in. We'll be mocking here very, very soon. Very curious to see what you guys all think about the Super Bowl. Did you have a good time watching that? Was it boring? I know you're going to say the referees, this and that. What's up, James? What's up, Mark? What's up, Silver? Drop some voice messages in the voicemail group, guys. Load it up. Get it ready. We're going to be doing voicemails throughout the entire mock draft if you guys want to drop any. In fact, I'm going to message the crew and let them know. Drop them. And if you want in the voicemail crew, a group of about 30 people that continuously ask voice messages for each show, Monday through Friday, if you want to be in this group, DM me and DM me voicemail, and I will put you in. Let's drop the link here. Let's see here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on, I gotta load the video here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Link has been dropped. Pinning said link and jump in. Let's roll. What's up, Jared? What's going on, Silver? What's up, 49er? What's going on, Kyle? Jump in. We are good to go. Starting draft. Let's roll. I don't know. Nerb? What is your name? What is that? What does that say? It's so small on my screen. But you're up, whoever you are. Nerb. We'll call you Nerb. Well, you're up, Nerb. McCaffrey. Come on, bro. Really? Mental's up. Kenny in the building. Terry Roberts grabbing the 5 spot. Triple J from the 6. Nelly from the 7. Kyle in that 8 spot. Thrive Kid in the 9. Jimmy, Fire, and Mark. Mental's got to like that Najee grab. What's going on? Oh, that was Dribble God. That was a real pick. Dribble God says he believes in CMC. Now, there's no trading, so I get it. You want to draft him, but you will be able to get him way later in a real draft trade down. I'd take him in like one league at like the 12 spot. You know, like at the back-to-back picks, I would take McCaffrey, but no way I'm taking McCaffrey in the top, like even 5. That's just risky business right there. Unnecessary is what I would call that. But Dribble God, do your thing. It won't be realistic to ADP though. I'll say that. I will say we now can't use this mock as an example mock, Dribble God. Thanks a lot. I was going to write this one up, but Dribble God taking McCaffrey way too high. I appreciate you, Dribble God, but goodness gracious, bro. Eckler going at the 9 spot, Javonte going at the 1.8. Mark my words, Javonte right now, that feels like a decent spot. Maybe some would say even too high for Javonte. But mark my words, this man will be getting drafted in the top 5 overall if and when news breaks about his quarterback situation and whatnot. Come on, fire. Oh, you almost timed out, bro. Okay, let's review this. Here's what we got so far. Not that you guys can't see it on your screen, but let's review it and what I think of each pick. McCaffrey, 12 picks too high, 10 picks too high at least. Taylor, steal at 1.2. I would be smiling ear to ear. Big old grin if I had the 2 pick and landed Taylor. Najee Harris, same thing. 3. Jamar Chase, Hill, Jefferson, Adams, Javonte, Eckler. Cooper Kupp, one of the steals of this first round so far, dropping to 10. Really? After what the dude just did? Cook, Henry, Diggs is the first pick in round 2. Debo, if Cook stays healthy, Debo and Cook would be great. I do fear that Cook is going to have a bad year. Make sure you cuff him. If anybody drafts Dalvin Cook, cuff him. I feel like this is going to be the year, the bad year, the year of his decline, the year of his demise. The dude is always hurt, even struggled most of the year anyway. It wasn't like he was playing like a top 5 running back for even a big chunk of the year. And he got banged up, and his shoulder's a huge concern moving forward. I'm avoiding Dalvin Cook at pretty much all costs going forward. Only because I can almost guarantee he won't fall into a place where my line in the sand flips him from good to bad. You know what I mean? Because everybody's got a line in the sand. Like, where's my line for Dalvin Cook? Almost doesn't matter. It's almost irrelevant because there's no way he's falling to a place that's going to be acceptable to me. I better start pre-ranking some guys because we're getting close to my pick, and I don't know. This is getting crazy. I'm on the clock. I was going to take Swift. Potentially. Man. This is going to be tough. You know, I fear this pick, but I also feel like it's also got a little bit of baked-in value. So I think I'll be okay with this. Man, how did I not predict? I think Cam Akers will be next for you. You're going Kamara? While it could work out, I mean, this is the all-risk team, bro. I mean, why not throw Akers into the mix? I love you, Dribble God. I'm just... Timed out. Okay. I don't know that there's a wide receiver. Turn off your auto draft, broski, so you don't get auto picked again. I'm going to go Josh Allen. I feel pretty good about that team. I mean, we'll find out what my wide receivers are going to end up looking like, but I really don't mind that. What's up, media? Javonte over Eckler here, says Hoovie. I'm not a big fan of the 11 spot. Fire. Your Fireball? Max is Fireball. Yeah, but like if you cuff Dalvin, you'll probably be okay. You don't have to apologize, Dribble. It's fine, bro. Just because I disagree with Kamara and just because I disagree with the top 5 running back stack on paper. Like, look, bro, you've got 2 of literally the top 5 running backs, but Kamara's not likely going to play, at least half the year. He's got to be out half the year. He's got to be. I don't know how. I mean, the NFL might surprise us, right? But he's got to be out half the year. It'd have to be a huge surprise. All right, let's hit the voicemails.
Hey, Smitty, it's Johnny Matches. I'm just trying to make sense of all the sacks that Joe Burrow's gotten this year. I don't know. To me, it looks like he needs to work on throwing the ball away a little bit, but, I'm not an athlete, so I don't know if you can help me make sense of that. Obviously, they got to get a better offensive line, but if you could help me contextualize that, I'd appreciate it. Thanks.
All right. Now, Johnny Matches, you're my boy, and if I'm not laying into you, I'm laying into more so the take that I constantly hear. Wait, I forgot Kamara got booked. How do you forget Kamara got booked, bro? What do you mean you forgot? What are you talking about, Dribble God? How do you forget about something like that? We're mock drafting, and Kamara's been all over the show in the news for like a month straight. No, not a month, like 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks straight of Kamara. Will he play? Will he ever play again? How do you forget, bro? Did you forget about Christian McCaffrey too? Did someone knock you on the head, Dribble God? And did you wake up thinking it was 2019? I'm just a little confused, Dribble God. I'm sorry, bro, but Dribble God, please don't take offense to this. I believe Dribble God's a really good sport, so I think he's laughing. I don't think some people take this offense to this. I take laps all the time, but guess what, bro? Guess what, Dribble God? Guess what, Dribble God?
Take a look.
Dribble God. I forgot about CMC. Or Kamara more so. I love you, Dribble God. Don't take offense to that. I forgot about Kamara. That's almost as good as I think he'll settle. Dribble God, somebody said they think he'll settle out of everything. Oh, Dribble. Dribble made my day. Dribble, you actually made my day, broski. Okay? Take it as a positive, bro. Okay, so let's get back to the... That's a big forget. Johnny Matches.
Hey, Smitty, it's Johnny Matches. I'm just trying to make sense of all the sacks that Joe Burrow's gotten this year.
Okay, so Johnny, I don't want you to take offense to this. I'm really trying. I'm not trying to be mean or get all crazy on everybody. Today I'm happy. I'm in a good mood. But I hear this constantly. Smitty, now do you think they should have drafted Sewell? No, I'm not saying Johnny Matches is saying that, but what do people want? They went. It came down to like one or two plays that would have changed the game. Who would have won the Super Bowl? The Bengals almost won the Super Bowl, and people are still. They have the nerve to suggest that Jamar Chase wasn't maybe the pick after all because Joe Burrow got hit. I'm not saying that you're saying that, bro. I'm just saying it falls a little in line with what people are saying about this situation. And I get it. He's getting hit a ton. Nobody likes that, but it's still a very good situation, and they can 100% build off this. Like you can't find. Let me draft. I'm gonna time out here. If I'm not careful, it's gonna be karma getting back at me for laughing at Dribble God. I mean, this is the only pick I can think of at this moment that makes sense. I got to go with it. What were we saying? Oh, yeah. I mean, come on, guys. and this isn't to Johnny Matches, this is just in general. It just reminds me of what people are saying. Johnny Matches is kind of saying something totally different. Johnny Matches is making sense. Johnny Matches is saying, hey, what's going on there? Is it the offensive line? Is it Burrow? I get it. Burrow took his team to an NFL Super Bowl and was literally 1 or 2 plays away. Dribble God, what are you doing, bro? Dribble God. Come on, broski. First of all, you took my pick. I was going to take Kittle. So thanks a lot. Dribble God. Bro. Bro. What's going on, man? This is a good team. This is a good team, people. I'm liking my squad. I'm liking my squad. That's a good team. I got to screenshot this for the YouTube graphic. That's a team. That's a team right there. That's a team, broskies. More dribble. Dribble, I'm just joking with you, bro. Michael, okay, we got Michael from accounting. Michael from accounting says wrong. Wrong, Smitty. Michael from accounting. Everyone drafted like crap in the 3rd round. Tell us what should have happened in the 3rd round. Michael from accounting. All right, Michael. Appreciate you bringing me in to fix this up. Let's start off with 3.1, Michael. 3.1, we had Metcalf. That ain't a bad pick. That is not a bad pick, Michael. Josh Allen, not a bad pick, Michael. That is a good pick. The statistics and the algorithm and all your TPS reports, Michael, should indicate that these two are two good picks. This one right here, by Mental, it's no surprise that Mental took an underdog, and above that an underdog, and below that an underdog, and below that an underdog. Man, 49er, you've proven my point, bro. Across the board, I've pinned you. And I have profiled your fantasy football person, your persona. I profiled your persona to a T. You are if someone dogs on the player, you absolutely love him. And I'm not saying it's a bad team. You actually fielded a pretty good team here, okay? It's a good team. There's nothing wrong with your players. I like Swift in this current state of things walking into 2022. He's going to be a good value. I love McLaurin, bro. I love McLaurin. Okay? Absolutely love him. But you are reaching on McLaurin there. You are reaching on Lamar there. You are reaching on ETN. These guys are all underdogs. 49er loves underdog. I can predict who you're going to grab, bro. This is amazing. The only one you're missing is J.K. Dobbins, which I guarantee you love. Guarantee it. Guarantee. Who's dogging Swift, McLaurin, Harris, Lamar? No, I mean no one's dogging it. I'm just saying they're predictable. You have a certain type media. I'm seeing 49er media above you. You have a certain type that you go after, bro. It's a certain type, 49er. It's just easy to see. We know what to dangle in front of you, 49er. We know what's going to get you hot and bothered. A DJ Moore? Most certainly. DJ Moore is probably the biggest bounce back candidate in your mind, and he might be. I'm not saying it's a bad pick. I'm just saying it's easy to predict. Deontay Johnson, put him on 49ers team. All right. Third round Mahomes. Excellent pick. Michael CPA, you're wrong again. Wrong. So far, the 3rd round looks fantastic. DK Metcalf, correct. Josh Allen, correct. McLaurin early, you're right. I love McLaurin, but way too early. But I love him. Love him. Mahomes, perfect pick. Burrow was a little bit... Max says you just named like half the players on my team. Who's Max? What's Max's team? Who's Max? Fire? Max is Firecrotch. What is he? Fire Melch. Fireball Melch. Sorry. Cook Samuel, J.K., Deontay, DJ Moore. That is half of Fireball's team. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, Burrow, little early, 3.5. Let's not lie. Michael CPA Accountants on top of things. We've got 2 botch picks inside the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Someone hire Michael CPA to do your accounting. This man can find things. He can find number problems everywhere. He'll deep dive into your stats and analysis and TPS reports and identify problems galore. We've got now 2 out of 5. 20% of the third round is too early. According to Michael, it's garbage or crap. 20%. Brees Hall. Holy shit. We have a problem. 3 out of 6, 50% of the third round has just taken a poop. And Michael from accounting saw this coming from a mile away. Wrong camera. Michael from accounting is on the case. Boy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 3 out of 6. That's 50%. Ryan. Zeke Elliott, son of a. We've got another problem. Where's our quality control? Inside round 3, we've got a problem. We've got Zeke Elliott rearing his washed up head inside round 3. I'm scared to look at the next round, or the next draft slot by Kyle. Kyle, save us. Thank you, Kyle. Eli Mitchell, book it. Book it. Eli Mitchell.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Nothing wrong with the little Eli Mitchell. Nothing wrong with the little Eli Mitchell in round 3. In fact, that's a steal. In fact, Michael from accounting might have a problem with collusion at this point, because maybe Mitchell statistically shouldn't be available at 3.8. Michael, can you look into a collusion for me, Michael? Let's go to the next third round pick. Gibson. Risky, but understandable. Andrews. We're talking almost 4th round here. I think that's acceptable. J.K. Dobbins. Fireball. Fireball, please report to the principal's office. Fireball, please report to the principal's office. J.K. Dobbins is currently coming back from an ACL tear on an offense that will vulture touchdowns by said quarterback, Lamar Jackson, on top of sharing carries, on top of maybe they draft a rookie, on top of there is a running back by committee in the middle of everything there. This man's coming back from an ACL tear. He's injury prone to begin with. This is not a good selection. I'm sorry, Fireball. I've really dug into you pretty hard on this one. I appreciate you. You are my boy, Blue. Aaron Jones, nothing wrong with that at the end of the third round. This is like almost 4th round. Like Aaron Jones, maybe A-Rod stays. I was saying 0%, very low percentage. It probably has climbed to like a 10 or 15, maybe even a 25% chance that Aaron Rodgers could stay in Green Bay. New information has surfaced. Let's talk about this briefly before we hit this next mock draft. Aaron Rodgers, a lot's come out since I've talked about it like in extensive detail. Number 1, he says things are getting better in Green Bay, so there's that. Number 2, him and his fiance broke up, according to several reports that are kind of unverifiable, but we assume them to be true. Him and his girlfriend broke up. That puts you in a different headspace. Like, does he want familiar now? He's losing a big part of his life. Does he gravitate toward, okay, I got a lot of change going on. Maybe I don't want to go anywhere. That's a huge variable to throw into the mix. Or does the man now seek greatness? And he's like, I'm going to go move on. I'm going to clean slate everything. And I'm 100% going somewhere to prove myself and win a championship with another team like Tom Brady's done and further cement my legacy. It could go either way. Okay, so I don't know what to think, but if Aaron Jones does get A-Rod returning, my lady calls BS on the breakup, says Jared. Jared, there was a report. I swear I'm not making this up. I swear, okay? So if any ladies are watching, don't think less of me on this topic. Put your earmuffs on. Everybody put your earmuffs on if you don't like these topics. But apparently there was a report that she wanted to grow armpit hair. And that was one of many problems, I'm sure, that he didn't really accept that or like that. And she felt there was reports that he was controlling. He didn't want certain things like that. Which, let's be honest, if you're an old dog, if you were born in the 1900s, which might sound old to some of you, this was not that crazy of a thought. That maybe you wouldn't see that pop up in the middle of a relationship. But it did. And apparently A-Rod, which is his right as it is her right, she can grow whatever she wants. He can decide he doesn't want said growth. And then they go their separate ways. But this was crazy. Said article was written on The Onion. Hey, ask your girl this, Jared. Ask your girl this. Why did he not thank her during his MVP speech? Her name didn't come up. Her name came up previously at the other one. He thanked her. She was a big focal point of it. If they didn't break up, answer me this. Riddle me this, Jared. And wonderful accepting girlfriend of his to let him be doing mock drafting right now. That is an angel. Keep her. Do whatever it takes. It's Valentine's Day. What are you doing mock drafting right now, Jared? What are you doing mock drafting right now, Jared? Go get some flowers. Go spend time. What are you doing, Jared? It's mock draft season. In the middle of Valentine's Day, bro? How dare you? She's sitting right there. But ask her. Say, hey, do you think maybe we could deep dive into this, do a little detective work together on Valentine's Day? Find out what relationships have ended on Valentine's Day. What a romantic little day. Let's investigate. Would a man, I guess a man would do this, right? He would forget. Would a man not mention his lady during his MVP speech if he did it previously? We have context here. We have precedent where he said it before. He didn't thank her. She did a divergent out of said relationship because she wanted to be free. And he didn't want it. He didn't want any part of it. Okay, anyway. I love my squad. I don't know if you guys feel the same. I know we all kind of like our own squads. I just want to give a shout out to my boy. Who was this? I forget already. Who was this? Oh, Dribble God. Dribble God, appreciate you. I can't wait to play this one back. Jared's going to get in trouble is what's going to happen, Jared. Hey, Jared's fiance, girlfriend, wife, whatever you are, Jared wanted you to know that for Valentine's Day, you're not getting any presents or anything. He decided to step it up and say that I was going to mention you on the Fantasy Football Show. That is your gift. That is our gift to you, Miss Hook. We appreciate you. Can you imagine? Someone said to me, Smitty's idea of a good Valentine's gift was probably to invite Miss Smitty on the show. No, I got some flowers out there. I did good. Okay, mock draft. New mock draft. Let's roll. 5, 4, 3, 2. 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to go for the one spot. I take the front or the back spots because it makes it easier for me to live stream and do back-to-back picks if anybody wonders why I'm always taking a lot of the time the end spots. Okay. Hey, honey, I got you a real nice Valentine's Day gift. I'm going to have Smitty mention your name on the show. Oh, you shouldn't have. You should have just gotten me a vacuum. You should have just gotten me a new blender. You shouldn't have outdone yourself mentioning me on the fantasy football show. Jared can't believe the show's free. He can't believe the show's free. He can't believe what he's looking at here. Okay, we are full. Mock draft link has been dropped. You guys are so quick. We've got Michael on the case. Michael, tell us if there's any abnormalities or anything going on in this draft that looks out of line. Please do your job. Do your job and CPA the hell out of this mock for us if you would. Where's JT? There he is, number 3. He's number 1. He's number 1. You totally outdid yourself. Mentioning me. Who else wants their girl's day made? And I'll just mention their name on the show here. Nice little extra gift on Valentine's Day. You know that's what they've been wanting. They've been wanting their name mentioned on the show for a long, long time. It's every girl's dream.
Hey guys, it's that time of year again. We got to get behind Smitty and the Throne League for IG and all the followers and everybody. We got to get Team Smitty all together and get him back on top again.
Attaboy, Terry.
It's time for the Throne League, baby. Here it comes.
Thank you, Terry.
Get ready.
For those that don't know what that is, Terry's trying to hype up the Throne League, and for good reason. The Fantasy Football Throne League is the biggest Instagram expert league on the planet. Maybe the biggest expert follower league on the planet, period. Not just on IG. What is it? Hey, Smitty, what's the Throne League, Smitty? It's where you, the followers, draft for your expert. So, in the case of the Fantasy Football Show, we're one of 12 teams. I made the league. You guys draft when I'm on the clock, and I do it all on Instagram Lives and YouTube Lives, and we're going to come together when we're on the clock. You draft for me. You draft for me, then I take the team you draft for me into battle, as do the other 11 owners, and it's going to be a fantastic event. And we're trying to get, there might be a NFL player in this league this year, so stay tuned. And he might actually be drafted in this first round already. That's right. Potentially one of the players already drafted in this first round might actually be a part of the Throne League this year. And I'm not going to tell you who because it's not a lock yet, but get excited. Get excited because potentially there's probably the same percentage chance that Jared is in trouble tonight is the same percentage chance, so high, that we will have potentially somebody in the league. So get ready. Hill with the 12 pick. Mixon with the 11. Justin Jefferson at the 10. Javonte Williams at the 9. Alvin Kamara at the 8. Triple J, what are you doing grabbing Alvin Kamara at the 8 spot, bro? He may not play. Maybe he's the guy going to be in our league because he won't have anything else to do. Maybe Alvin Kamara can jump in our Throne League while he sits out the year. Jamar Chase at 7, love it. Henry at 6, as long as you trade him by week 6 or 7. Eckler at 5. Cook at 4, little early for Cook. Harris at 3, love it. Cooper Kupp at 2, do your thing, Nelly. Do your thing, Nelly. Don't listen to the hate. You draft Kupp wherever you want. You Cooper Kupp wherever you want, broski. Jonathan Taylor, you do you, Smitty. Taking the obvious. All right, where are we at? I need to start pre-ranking some broskies, or I'm going to be left holding the bag, the auto draft bag. There's still a lot of good players left. There are still a lot of questionable players left. There are still a lot of players I could screw up and accidentally pre-draft, so I'm going to be certain to be careful here. God, there's still a couple players that fall way too far. Josh Allen going to media. He's got Henry. I like these back-to-back picks, but I will admit you guys are pretty good snipers, so it makes for a actual tougher bookend pick approach coming up here than it probably really will be, and that's a compliment to all of you fine drafters out there. You guys are sniping individuals. You know how to snipe. You've been doing it your whole life. You guys are professional snipers. Hopkins was a good pick. I actually don't, and I would have taken Kelsey. I would have probably taken Kelsey there. I do fear like Kelsey could be looking at maybe a year where he could get hurt or miss some games. It feels about time. That's total guesswork on my part. I admit. You know what? I would take a running back or a wide receiver here if I felt like one really dropped that shouldn't have dropped, and I don't feel that way. So I'm going to go best player available, and I know that's not it for everybody. It's not for everybody. Silver's dropping voicemails.
Hey, what's up, bro? Silver. Hey, man, to tell you the truth, the way the Super Bowl worked out, I'm kind of glad how it did, because it's kind of suppressing the draft value of Burrow, Chase, and Mixon. All of them's going to slide a little farther down. If they would have had a big game and they won, they'd skyrocket. So they got a little better.
That's what I've been saying. I'm going to play the rest of your message in a minute, but I've been saying this. Silver's saying it. It's the truth. And it actually is a pretty darn good situation. If Jamar had 4 touchdowns, Jamar Chase, if he would have had 4 or 5 touchdowns, if he would have had 10 touchdowns, we would be looking at some increased value. So having an okay game, having Burrow have an okay game suppresses value, and I 100% agree, Silver, which is why I'm going to punch this button for you.
You've just been Smitty approved.
And I've definitely been saying it. Silver's been saying it. It's gospel.
A little better draft position. Cam Akers didn't do anything. He's going to have still decent draft value. You know what I mean? Cooper Kupp didn't blow up, and he ain't going to be, you know what I mean? Nobody got pushed up the board draft-wise. That's what I'm liking.
Cooper Kupp probably did. But other than that, you're right, Silver. Michael wants an apology. Michael, I'm not going to apologize for you doing your job, bro. Okay, this is your job. You want a cookie? You want a juice box, Michael? Michael, get back to work and start accounting. Okay, do it, accounting things. Where's my apology, Smitty? 50% of the third round. You said the whole third round, I thought. Michael, do we have a replay? Do we have a replay of Michael's comment? Can we get a replay of Michael's comment? Did Michael say 50%? This is going to be bad accounting on your part, bro. If I pull up 100% here. Hold on. Where is Michael's comment? Let's get quality control in here. This is what Michael said. Wrong, Smitty. Michael from accounting. Everyone drafted. That's 100%, Michael. everyone equals 100%. Everyone drafted like crap in the third round. Tell us what should have happened. Michael? I expected better from you, bro. 50% is not everyone. Get back to work. The truth is, Michael does a great job. But you have to ride him a little bit because he gets arrogant and cocky because once he gets in the elevator and starts making everybody uncomfortable and gets out and everybody scatters and they're like, Michael's here! Quality! Control! It goes to his head. He thinks he's like God's gift to the office. So you got to check him once in a while. You got to check him against the wall in the elevator and go, Michael, get to work! But he does a really good job. He just lets it get away from him a little bit. Where are we at? Michael. Oh, we're at voicemails. Johnny Matches, Terry, we got Silver Rapture, Jim.
Hey, Smitty, does OBJ's ACL injury last night open up the door next year for players like Van Jefferson or Robert Woods? And can you talk a little bit about the Throne League? I know you said there's a spot or two open. Can we still apply for that, or can we still get into that? And what are you looking for somebody who can join? Thanks.
Appreciate you, Jim. And Jim, you are not the first person to ask. Like, basically, everybody that's a follower of the league's in it because you guys are drafting my team as a group. So every vote matters. But it is 12 expert leagues or shows in the league and our followers. So you guys draft for me. You guys draft my team. When I'm on the clock, I go live on YouTube. I go live on Instagram, especially in the beginning. I might later in the draft go live just on IG one time and then go live on. But in the first 4 rounds, every time we're on the clock, and there's only 12 teams. And the fantasy football show is one team. The other shows or pages on Instagram or wherever are one team. When on the clock, I go live and I poll you guys. Everybody's vote counts. We draft who you guys want, and then I take it into battle. And if there's a big trade, I bring the trade to you guys. You guys vote it in or out. So you're already in, Jim. And Johnny Matches, I never really finished talking to Johnny. Let me pre-rank this, and then I'll finish Johnny's question, which was, is Burrow the problem, or does Burrow need to do this or that? So Johnny, are you still here? Where's Johnny Matches at? Where's Bill? Where's Michael from accounting? Michael, what are you seeing, bro? What are you seeing, Michael? Does everything look okay? Taylor, AJ Brown, Mahomes. This is a tough spot. I got back-to-back picks. I like Breece Hall here. Potentially, he could be the number 1 rookie running back, and he might not be. It's tough to say. I would have taken Waller, but it looks like Waller is gone. Did Waller get taken? Oh, God. I'm going to time out. Let's go Breece Hall. We got to buy more time. That's okay. He could be the number 1 rookie. Could backfire, but that's okay. I don't like Godwin here. I don't like these wide receivers. I'm going to time out. Good Lord, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, God, I'm going to time out. No! I got to pick someone. Ayuk, I don't know. I didn't know what to do. Oh, that's not horrible. Ayuk could have a good year, but I was going to time out. Who would I have taken? Son of a B. DJ Moore's there. That's my first take a lap. Son of a B.
Take a lap.
That's my first take a lap moment of the 2022 mock drafting season. I haven't timed out once. We've mock drafted since January. I haven't timed out once. Have I not shown the draft yet? Another take a lap moment. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, somebody should have said something earlier about showing the draft board. So we've got Taylor, AJ Brown, Mahomes, Breece Hall. in Ayuk. I timed out on Ayuk. I took my lap. It's my fault. It's my fault.
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a.
Take a
Take a deuce. Take a deuce. Take a deuce. Take a deuce. I took a deuce on that 5.1 pick, but that's okay. It's okay. I still like my team. We are out of time anyway. Here's the draft. JT, AJ Brown, Mahomes, Breece Hall, Ayuk. I botched that last pick. I like Ayuk, but it didn't feel right. I get timed out. I panicked. I clicked the first name I recognized that I could live with, and I botched it. I botched having an amazing start. I started out fantastic, and I went ahead and just dropped the ball. I just completely crapped the bed. Cooper Kupp, Kelsey, Lamb, Ridley, Hunt. Hunt's way too early. Nelly, we don't know what Hunt's role is going to be. But other than that, I mean, I like the squad. Ridley's a little high. Walker, we'll see if that ends up being I think that's going to be, I think it'll end up being a good pick there, because I'd take him in the third. Kenneth Walker. That could be a fantastic pick, actually. I thought that was in the third round when I looked at it. That's a great pick. Fourth round, Walker, that's fantastic. Nice job. Unbelievable draft. Harris, Hopkins is a little early, but Herbert and Walker make up for that. Love the squad. Top 5. Uncle Piff, Cook, Barkley. You couldn't have got more risky 2 running backs right there, bro. Keenan Allen, Burks. I mean, he could be good, but damn, boy, 4th round. Greg Wilson, 4th round, 5th round. You out of your mind, Uncle Piff? Appreciate you. ARJ, Eckler, Gibby, Mitchell, Waddle, Prescott going with the triple RBs. Henry, Allen, Kittle, AJ, Aaron Jones, Moore. That's a good squad. Just make sure you trade Henry by week 6, bro. Get a lot for him. Jamar, Diggs, Metcalf. Go with the triples. Montgomery, I like everything but the JK pick. I think JK is going to disappoint. I mean, he could be okay, but just not 5th round. Kamara, Debo, McLaurin, Akers, Jackson. McLaurin's still going a little early. I think he'll earn that, but I think we need to not hype up his ADP too high. Maybe his ADP will level out there. It's really tough to say. If it does, he'll be a little bit risky if he's a 3rd rounder. A lot of upside. Like if he gets A-Rod or he gets Watson or something like that, he's going to be in everyone's like borderline top 2 rounds. Like he could breach the 2nd round. But we need to take full advantage of getting him as late as we can. And current ADP data suggests that McLaurin's probably a little high here. Deontay and Akers, that's not horrible value there. People need to stop taking him in the 2nd and 3rd round. Like this, I could understand. I probably wouldn't take him, but I can understand it. Javonte, Swift, Deontay, Kyle Pitts, Aaron Rodgers. Very interesting squad. I knew Deontay was your guy. Did I not say Deontay would be his guy? Where's the cameras here? Did I not say Deontay would be his guy? I know this man. I know mental. I know what he likes. I could trade with this man. I could find out what he wants to go after and attack it. I love it. Mental. It's a good team, though. Me saying that I know your type of player doesn't mean that you're drafting bad. It just means it's predictable. There's nothing wrong with that. I just could see you have a certain type. Jefferson, Chubb, Waller. Waller's a little high, Terry. He's going in the 5th round right now, so you reached about 2 full rounds. Love Joe Burrow in the 4th, or in the 5th, not the 4th. So a little high there. Damian. I almost feel like if you moved Waller and Burrow and Harris down 1 round each, that would be great, and then you'd have room for a Mike Evans. So great approach in general, but Waller's around early, Burrow's around early, and Harris is around early. Bump them all down, slide in a Mike Evans, and you have a championship team right there. King, Mixon, McCaffrey. I don't mind McCaffrey in 1 or 2 leagues. If you play in like 5 or 6, if you play in a handful of leagues, I'm okay with McCaffrey in one of them, but right around this range. You could even take him at 11. So Mixon and McCaffrey together, don't hate it. Hill, Adams, Andrews, Kyler, Fournette. I like the double wide receiver, but not with the Andrews. If you're going to go double wide, I don't think I would risk going running back early too, or you're going to be, and then go Kyler early too. Like the kid, you literally, you punted the running back assignment, bro. But I mean, you've got good players there, but it's going to be tough. Tough. That is going to do it. I appreciate everybody watching. We have 72 people in here. We had about 90 here a second ago. People are bailing because they know we're ending the show. But I want to ask you to hit the thumbs up and drop a comment before you leave. And get on over to Sleeper U.
Want bold year-round rankings, trade calculators, and bold predictions? Get on over to sleeperu.com.
And if you have yet to know that the Cooper Cup, I don't know if this is playing. I got to restart the computer, but.
Give you Fantasy Cup 2022.
15 rounds. 96 owners. That's 1,440 picks. 8 copies of every player in the player pool.
That means Jonathan Taylor will likely consume all of picks 1 through 8. And Henry and Cup could make up most of picks 9 through 24.
60-minute timer.
This draft could take 80 days to complete.
96 owners, 15 rounds, 8 copies of every player in the player pool.
1 division of 96. 1 winner.
I give you Fantasy Cup 2022.
So that league, the draft will begin probably, I would say, June 1. And it could take 80 days to complete if everybody takes their sweet time and maxes out their hour timer. Make sure you pre-draft. If you want in, anybody that drops a $20 super chat, which is not an entry fee, it's not a money league. That's just, I'm doing an amazing league for people that are dropping awesome donations on the channel. I wanted to come up with a league that had amazing prizes like this amazing fantasy football Super Bowl ring. It's like $150 to $300 ring, depending on the ring you choose. Once you have the option, if you win, I'll put you in contact with my boys at Custom Fantasy Rings, and they will allow you to pick a certain level of ring in the, I think it's like the 150 to like 250 range. And these rings are like Super Bowl rings. They're heavy duty. They look like Super Bowl rings. They feel like it. That's the whole point of it. We have a Hall of Fame Jerry Rice and Joe Montana autograph helmet, and that will be given to the winner if you win first place. Grant's giving that one away, just like he did the DK Metcalf jersey. You must beat Grant and be first place to get that helmet. If Grant finishes first, no one's getting the helmet. Second place won't get it. Third place, you have to beat Grant. The first place finisher of the league that is not Grant will win that Joe Montana Jerry Rice Hall of Fame 49er helmet, which is a beauty. A beauty. More prizes to come. $20 super chats while spots last. Can get into the league. We probably have 15 spots left. We're going to talk about it all year. We're going to bring the standings up throughout the week all year long. You are going to be upset at yourself if you're not in this league. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. You're going to say, why didn't I just get in this league? What was I thinking? There was 15 spots left and I didn't get in. So DM me if you don't want to drop a super and you want to contact me another way. Let's get to it. 2022, here we come. We're coming after you. Hardcore. Wide receiver. We ain't scared. Okay, we'll go running back, but wide receiver. We're going to pump up wide receiver round 1 more than any other channel in the fantasy football industry. So if you're tired of everybody shoveling, you've got to take an RB no matter what. No matter what, you have to go RB. You don't draft a player. You don't draft a player, Smitty. You draft a position. It's so fun. It's so boring. You just look at the spreadsheet. Who's left? Okay, plug in said running back. He's in tier 2. I've got to take a tier 2 running back, right, Smitty? No, you don't. You can take the best player available who may be a running back, but it might just be a wide receiver, and we're going to crank that content out all year long. Comment when I end this video. I'm answering every question I can within the next 12 to 24 hours. And like the video, subscribe if you're new, but like the video on the way out the door because it helps your boy Smitty. Appreciate all of you. Later.